Hey guys, so today I'm going to make a video about my most memorable moments, my 3 top moments that I remember fondly or not so fondly about my life. So probably the number one most memorable moment in my life, like the one that impacted me and affected me emotionally and physically and mentally the most, was the day when my husband decided to marry me. He'd asked me to marry me, and I said yes, and we were really, really excited and happy. However, his parents were not happy with me, and to make a long story short, they told him that if he married me, they would never speak to him again. This crushed me. I was absolutely crushed because, for one, this put my husband in a really hard position. He had to either pick me or pick his parents, and one of us was going to get hurt. And also, no matter who he picked, my husband was gonna get hurt because he loves his parents. You know, they raised him, they love him, and he loves me. I mean, he asked me to marry him. I was terrified of being abandoned. I was terrified of him telling me that he didn't want to marry me anymore. This situation was just really stressful for me. He ended up marrying me, and I remember him sitting down and talking to me and saying that he didn't care what his parents thought, that he loved me and that he wanted to make a life together with me and he wanted to be with me forever. And just the amount of love and respect and closeness and safeness I felt with him at that moment is just amazing. I've never felt that with anyone before. You know, it's one thing when someone marries you and his parents love you, and it's another thing when somebody decides to marry you knowing that their parents might never speak to you again, and puts himself out there on a limb and sacrifices a relationship for you. It made me feel really, really special. Of course, I would never want him to be in that position, and it's a whole nother story about why his parents don't like me and stuff. Maybe I'll make a video about that one day, but this is just one of the most memorable and antagonizing and painful and amazing moments in my life, that my husband was willing to still marry me when his parents were giving him the ultimatum. So that was just my most memorable moment, the top memorable moment that kind of changed my life, and I'm still very grateful to this day for my husband. The second most memorable moment probably is kind of silly. So I started an Etsy shop about 4 years ago, where at first I was selling vintage clothes, and then I started knitting and crocheting and sewing. So I started selling my own handmade things, and the first time that somebody, I forget where, somewhere in the United States, bought one of my items, I just felt amazing. I was like, somebody actually likes something that I spent time making, and they like it enough to spend a lot of money on it, and I was floored. I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this now. I can make things and sell things, and that moment just gave me a whole lot of push to keep going after my dreams and to keep making and selling things. I no longer have an Etsy store. Now I make patterns and YouTube videos, and I sell my stuff locally just because it sells a lot more. But the first time someone ever bought something from me, I'll just never forget how that made me feel. My last most memorable moment also may not make that much sense to you guys. I have no idea. So I wrote a blog post about how I didn't wear any makeup at my wedding. Makeup's not very important to me. I hardly ever wear makeup. First of all, I'm not quite sure how to put it on. I just feel more comfortable in my actual skin. I mean, there's nothing wrong with makeup, but it's just not something that I really use a whole lot. So I didn't wear any for my wedding. I felt beautiful enough. And the article on my blog kind of went a little bit viral. And first I got on the Huffington Post for not wearing makeup in my wedding. And then the Huffington Post article went viral, so Good Morning America contacted me, and this was over a year ago. I was on Good Morning America. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. They sent this team out, and they like put these lights on me and were asking me these questions, and you may not think that I'm shy, I mean, because I'm in my own room talking to a camera right now, but I was really shy, and I felt like I was really awkward, but I mean, I did the best that I could, and it was really fun, and like, all these people saw it. I got some really funny messages, like, for like how ugly I was, or from like how amazed they were, and the messages, the mean ones, didn't really hurt my feelings at all. It was just, you know, makeup isn't for everyone. Not everyone has to dress all up fancy on their wedding day. I just wanted something simple. And I still don't understand quite how that's news, you know, but it was really fun, and it was really memorable, and it was really exciting, and it was my 5 minutes of fame. Yeah. So those are my 3 top, like, most memorable moments in my life. And if you make a video about your most memorable moments, just leave it in the comments below, and I would love to watch it. Or just, if you don't make videos, just type it out. I love hearing, like, what are the most memorable things about people's lives. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!